If you've ever wondered how much a red oak log is worth, whether it's lumber or firewood, stick around and I will show you. On the mill today I have another 10-foot red oak log. It is not the best of quality, but it is pretty decent size. So this one was a dead standing red oak, and it is 17 inches inside the bark. Sapwood is going to be rotten soon, so it's 15 inches heartwood, but 17 inches diameter on this end, and I think the operator end is 19 inches. Yep, 18 by 19 inches, and if I'm not mistaken, I hope it is a 10-foot log. It should be a 10-foot log. It is actually an 11-foot log, which gives me a little extra wiggle room. But a 10-foot log that is 17 inches in diameter, how many board feet is that? And how much do you think this log is worth? I am cutting 1.5 by 8 inch boards. Let me know in a comment how many boards you think I will get out of this. So looking at a log calculator, this log Doyle scale is 106 board feet. So I'm going to cut it up into 1.5 by 8 and whatever else I can get out of this. And when I come back at the end of this log, I will calculate and I will share with you how much money this log is going to bring, minus the expenses. Obviously expenses will vary, so this will be only the gross numbers, not including my time, not including anything but how much I am selling the lumbers for. So hang around and let's cut together, and I will bring you guys back and share the numbers with you at the end of the video. And if you are new today, thanks for watching. My name is Noah. You're watching Robin's Sawmill and Outdoors, where I am using my HM 126 Woodland Mills hobby sawmill, make a little side income and make videos for you guys. I got my coffee, there it is. It is early morning, well, it's 9 o'clock, but I am ready to cut because it is a nice day today. So let's get this sawmill fired up and get to cutting. I ran this mill yesterday, so it should be nice and easy to fire up. Pile of sawdust is piling up. This one is not that great. Got a hole right here. But if I'm not mistaken, that might be 8 inches at least. So I'm gonna go ahead and take an 1.5 inch slab from here. Couple nuts right here. You got this little hole, but I'm going to take this off. What I'm going to do is rotate this log, or at least to attempt to, rotate by hand. Turn this mill off so it's not so loud. So I was having issues with this not opening up wide enough to get a good sized bite. So in case you didn't know, they have two holes. So it used to be right here, and when it opened up, it hit against this nut. But I ended up losing the nut to this, so I just moved it up. And now, look at the opening. Now I can turn, how big is this? 17 inches. Before, I think I only had a 10-inch opening. I'm gonna try to do that and see how it works. First thing I'm gonna do is get these log stumps up as far as they'll go. Without dropping the log on myself. Okay. So I'm going to rotate it just like that, square it off. These little blocks help you tremendously. And then have that for safety measures. So it is still, it's what, 6 inches to the heart, and it's 13 inches to the inside of the heart right here. Again, this is not a very good quality log. Not a hole right here, but the grain is beautiful. Smooth cuts. And another little hole right there. Defect right there. And of course, you got your sapwood right here. But it does not have to be high quality wood. This is not for furniture making. It's for a barn build. I need to get a sip of coffee. If you know good coffee, or if you want to send me something to try, email me. My email is in the description. Good stuff. It's hot, but you need the coffee. All right, let's get back to it. I screwed up. I should have taken this stop off first, but now I can't. I normally just put this right on the tractor, but I've got a log on the tractor that I don't feel like moving. But that's sapwood. I'm going to take it down 1 more inch. Make a decent 1x. I think I can get an 8-inch board out of this. So let's go ahead and knock down another 1.5 inch slab before rotating it. Know what I need? Some sawhorses right here. Right, so right now I am at just a little over 9.5 inches. So I can take down another 1.5 inch slab right here, right now. And then it will be an 8-inch cant. I'm off by about a 1/16. think what I'm going to do is take off one more slab, make it an 8-inch cant. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and turn that off. I forgot I had a magnet. Perfect place for it. Actually, I might put it right here. But let's check out this grain. I need to get a ball valve for this water, because it just wants to run and run and run. But this gut, I believe, is very nice. I don't know, a couple of imperfections, but again, this is going for a barn, so not furniture. I am down to, obviously it's 8 inches by, well, this is an 8 by 8 right here. 8. I'm off just a hair on this side, but I'm like a 1/16 off. I think it'll be okay. So we're gonna keep going with 1.5 inch boards, so I can finish up this cant. Well, I think this is the moment that you guys have been waiting for from the beginning of this video. I got this log finally finished up. The 3 flitches that I have not edged them yet because I'm going to put on another log and I will just edge them together. And I am also growing this flitch pile right here. Where is it at? Right there. That needs to be edged. These are just like a 1x material, so I need to edge those. But let's get back to the video and I will share the numbers with you from that one log that I just cut. So my wife got me this whiteboard. It is perfect for what I need. I can take it off the side of the building and put it in the shed, but I can keep track of everything I need. But let me explain what I have right here. Obviously you can already see it, but that log, it was actually right at 11 feet. I counted 10 foot because that's what I'm selling. On a DeWalt scale, it was 106 board feet. On a Scribner scale, that log was 120 board feet. I ended up getting 12 1.5 by 8s. That is 10 board feet each. That is 120 board feet. And I've got 2. It would be 1x6, maybe even 1x7, but I'm cutting a lot of 1x6s. So I will have 2 1x6 material. That's 5 board feet each, which would be 10 board feet total. That is 130 board feet total from that one log that was this right here. And it is bringing in $195. And this is obviously just the gross numbers. You have to take into consideration your time, your fuel, the sawmill payment, the blades, and whatnot. A lot of factors coming in, your log, moving logs, again, your time. I am sharing the numbers that I'm actually selling the wood for and that what is possible to mill. How long did this take me? I don't know. I've been out here probably 2 hours, but I've been goofing off, taking my sweet time, obviously recording, calculating. But from what I understand, from what I've seen, this size log, like a 16, 18 inches in diameter, as long as I'm not cutting like 1x6s, well, from what I've seen, from what I documented, I am averaging about 120 to 150 board feet an hour cutting if I have logs here by the mill. But that's the numbers for this one log. And again, it's less than 2 hours. I don't even know what time it is. I'm not hustling. I'm taking my time. It's Saturday and it's a warm day or a nice cool day. And the stacks that I need are growing. There's a stack and here's a stack of 1.5 inch boards. But this is going to be it for today, for this video at least. I am going to throw on another log because I need, well, I got to count how many boards I have. But I wanted to share with you guys that one log brought in $195. I don't have to wait to sell it. 1x6 boards sell as soon as I post them. And the 1.5 inch boards, they are pre-ordered, prepaid, so those are already sold. So yeah, I'm just sharing my numbers with you guys. And if I was to take that one log to the mill, to the log buyer, he pays on a Scribner scale, which is 120 board feet, I would have gotten $36 for it. So yeah, cut your own lumber. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you on the next video.